Hi guys, Archie Luxury corporate live streaming channel. So guys, it's all out there now. I have now formally apologized. Yes, I'm no different to any of the critters there. I sometimes get jealous of someone's wonderful wristwatch collection. Yeah, I get a bit jealous. And it's I'd like to get my hands on some Nautiluses, some Aquanauts. I'd like to get that too. But this is just it's just how it goes. You cannot have everything you want. Showcase, I'd love to get you on, man. Let's get you on now. Just give me I'm just getting bit of feed. Sorry about that. A little bit of feedback. I was just tuning the channel there, guys. I've got to be honest with you there. When you make a mistake in life, you're really best to fix it up. That's honestly what I think you should do. Is if you make a mistake and you got to be the bigger man. And I got to say, even though I've rebooted the weight loss, one is never too big to apologize when one has been a dick. So I got to say, this is kind of this is the way it goes. So I gotta say, man, it's okay. It's all okay. Now let's get back into our. Let's get a guest on here. I'd like a guest. I'll get a guest on there. I wanted to talk to Showcase. He's a great fan of the channel. He often supports me through thick and thin. He's a great guy. He's a great champion for the pontiff. So I can't really argue there. I've got to tell you, man. You've got to sometimes in the wristwatch collecting game, you've got to be really quick. The wristwatch groups there, they are all. This is how it works in wristwatches. It's a fast game. The interesting thing is with COVID going under, being managed better, we're waking up a bit. It's really good to see a lot of people starting to buy watches. I was really happy when Patek made its releases of the 6007. That would have been a cool thing, but at Basel World, but it was done differently. And hey, that's the way it goes. Showcase, I've sent you an invite. I've sent the whole team of Cardinals an invite. So you guys are up there. I've been busy making videos. I did the apology video today. I don't know what you guys think of my apology, but I kind of think that's what a man should do. If you make a mistake, you should really man up and come forward. Nothing to be ashamed of in coming forward. I was a bit jealous. Yes, I would love an Aquanaut. I'd love a Nautilus. I would. And Cliver's has got one. I've been a bit jealous of his, even though his is a little bit small. I was also jealous of Cliver's Aquanaut. I want to apologize to Cliver's. Cliver's, I love you. I was just jealous because I can't afford it myself there. I'm on limited funds. 5 Pateks is cool. Actually, 5.5. I've almost bought another one. Because my friend's stuck. He's got financial troubles and I could take a bit out of my super, my 401k, and help a friend out, and if just so happens if I sell it and make a couple grand, that's called free enterprise. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a communist. I'm free enterprise. That's what I stand for. Free enterprise. That's the go, guys. Free enterprise. So you got to give it a shot, man. You only get one shot at life, and you really want to get the best you can. I am so sorry to say this, but that is how life is. You get one shot, and you don't want to blow it. You do not want to blow it. Oh, Tanzil, man, Tanzil, you made my day. Man, I can just turn off now. Look, Tanzil, $50. Stop, AC3, stop being such a pussy. Get yourself a GT3, a paddock, and apologize to no one. The rancher is in the peanut gallery. Tell him to man the petting zoo, boy. Thank you. Tanzil, thank you, man. Tanzil, I love you. Tanzil is the whole inspiration behind my whole collection. Without the zeal, I wouldn't have gone into paddocks again. I just don't want to admit it's hard. It's hard to get the paddocks. I wouldn't have gone there. It was too expensive. And I got to be honest. Do you see the shrine behind me? I've moved the shrine into the studio. Yeah, by the way, I'm getting the new carpet out. Do you know anything about carpet beetles? Because I got wool carpet. Next time I'm going to get polyester. No carpet beetle. They don't like plastic. Yes. So I got to tell you, man, Tanzil, I would love, I got a friend of mine just bought a Cayman. And man, a GT3, that is one of the most magnificent. That's a supercar. That's like, that is it, man. Yeah, I love cars. I would love a Ferrari or a Lambo, but they're so impractical. They break down and they're low. 911, you could almost live, it's almost bearable. And a GT3, wow, that's a non-turbo, but it's got the body kit, I believe, of the turbo. I think that's the way it goes. GT3 is an amazing beast. It's a beast. It's a beast. That's what it is. It is a beast. So that is the way to go there. I would say definitely, man. That is the way to go, man. It's a beast, and you're a lucky guy to be in Canada, because in my country they are expensive. Very, very expensive. Get yourself a GT3. Man, you know how dear they are here? I can't even. Good friend of mine just bought himself a Cayman. A Cayman. I'm just going to have a water. I've run out of soda water. So, Mr. C. Mr. C. Look at this. Mr. C has come here. $2. Archie, we all make mistakes. Your dad made a big one. Yes, he did indeed. This is just water. I'll show you. It's not beer. That's water. I just use these bottles. These are really cool bottles to use there. And I got to stay off the booze. Stay off the booze. Booze is sugar. I don't need sugar in my diet at the moment. I need to ease the squeeze. I haven't fitted into this suit for ages. It fits me a little bit too, but it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Mr. C. I do appreciate that. You are a really cool guy. And I got to tell you, man, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to be doing well on the tubes. That's what I like to do. I like to do well on the tubes. And I've got to be honest with you, man. YouTube is the future. I'm no more swearing. I'm becoming more corporate. We're just tweaking it a bit. I had to get the market share by being obnoxious and loud. Now I got the market share. Just tweak it a bit. The competition, he's run off. Now I got to go and get a big sponsor. That's what I got to do, man. It's corporate. It's a strategy. Shinzen, the art of war. Shinzen. Shishi. Anyhow, guys, I got to tell you, man, this is the way it goes. So You know, I got to tell you seriously, I am very happy to be in the saddle making broadcasting videos. $10. Eric Meads, $10. 911s are taking over this channel. Man, I would love a 911. I tell you now, is it a Porsche or a Porsche? What is the difference between a Porsche and a Porsche? That's what I really want to know. What is the difference? What's the difference between a Porsche, and a Porsche? All I know is I can't afford any of them. Very expensive automobilists. That's what they are. They're very expensive automobiles, you know. Very expensive automobilists. I'd love a Porsche. I would. You know, in my country, Australia, the 911 is just so ridiculous in price, starting at 280,000. I mean, my God. Okay, in America, what's that? 220? Ridiculous. But I don't need fancy wancy cars. I love my Civic. You know that my Civic has got a standard transmission. It's got 1.8 litre, doesn't drink much fuel. It's actually quite a good car. Jokes aside, I really do love my Honda. Honda's always made good stuff. I've always loved a Honda. I think Honda is good stuff, and I kind of like it, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Hondas. I love my Hondas. You know, I had Alfa Romeos. They were garbage. They were really garbage. So I just want to say to everyone who's watching this super chat, this session here, look, guys, you know, if you make a mistake, don't be so stubborn as to not admit you're wrong. Sometimes I get it wrong. I've got it wrong in watches. I thought the Breguet Type 20 was a column wheel. It turns out to be a cams. I mean, we all make stuff ups. Envy Scotsman, I love this guy. $3. Does Forbes have his own teeth? No, they were knocked out. Oh, it says hurt. That's mean. Very, very mean. Look, Paul Thorpe, hey, you know, I got to tell you, I don't understand. You know, he came on the scene for 5 minutes. And he just gets angry. He's not getting the ratings, man. I've been doing this. I've been doing this gig for 10 years, and I don't. You know, you got to be realistic. Unless you cheat, that's the whole thing. You know, unless you cheat, I don't want to cheat. You know, that's what I don't think that's the way to do things. I like to be pretty damn honest there. I honestly think you're better off to not do the dodgy stuff, because it just comes and bites you. I don't want to remember all. I just want to be truthful to the viewers, and I love my audience. My audience, they make me really, really, really damn happy. They're always there for me. I have some ups and downs, and they're good to me. They are very, very good to me. So that is what I want. I want them to be really cool to me, and that's what is important. It's what's important. Showcase watches. I'll just plug in my headphones. Just hang on there, Showcase. Good to see you there. Sorry about that, man. I just been. I don't know if you've seen the apology video. I've apologized.
Yeah,
I get jealous. What do you think?
You're only human.
I got jealous. No, I'm serious. I really wanted a Nautilus and an Aquanaut. I still love my Pateks. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying mine are garbage, because they're not. But I just got jealous of this guy who had all the hot shit, and I was wrong. Okay.
I've got to ask a question then, because this is something that I do with my watch collecting.
Oh, just 1 minute there. Vintigny, $5. Tiger Air is bankrupt. So is Nook Scoot. Which cheap and nasty airline do I fly for now? Jetstar, Jetstar, Jetstar. That's owned by Qantas. Yes, sir. Keep going. Keep talking. You want to ask me something?
Yeah. So, with my watch collecting, so I am middle class, lower to middle class, I would say. Average, an average living. I'm not poor. I'm not rich. I'm just comfortable. So
I think you're a bit better than that. Rich people say that shit all the time. I'm not wealthy. Then you know they are really, 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 really wealthy. That's what rich people say.
So what I do is I mess around with brands like Omega, Rolex, Tudor, Breitlings, and that sort. Anything sub 10 grand, because I feel comfortable in that class of watch owner. I'm in my comfort zone. If I went to Patek or any of the top end brands, I would be out of my class. I would be out of my...
Stop! Let me say this to you, okay? You know what I want to buy next?
Go on.
I'm actually buying a 6 Patek because I'm helping someone out who's in trouble, and I think I could make a couple grand out of it. Could get an earner out of it. I can get an earner out of it. Then, you know what I'm going to buy?
Porsche.
I really want a Speedy. Nah, forget the cars. Forget car. Speedy. I want a Speedy. So I'm actually lusting after a Speedy again. Let me say to you this. Pateks are beautiful watches. Extremely delicate. Okay, these are not watches like... I have been wearing this a lot. I've been wearing the 6. But you have to be so careful. If you're going to move furniture, take it off. If you're going to do any sort of activity, take it off. You don't want to get the strap wet. They're so expensive. To be honest with you, I think in the sub 10,000, I've been there. I actually miss, even though I've got a lot of Pateks, I actually miss my sub 10,000. Let me tell you what I miss all the time. I really do miss. I don't miss the Tudor. It was a bit big. I miss my Milgauss.
Explorer 2.
Explorer 2. I also miss, in non-Rolex, I actually miss the Breguet. I miss the Omega and the Zenith. The Zenith, I really miss the El Primero.
Zenith's a beautiful watch. And
that's amazing bang per buck.
It's just so soft. Anyone that buys one
of those... But if you buy it
new,
used, you're going to be okay.
But anyone that buys one of those new, they just get torn a new one. Super chat.
Jean-Claude Beaver, $3, having a morning dram arch. I thank you so much. I will have that after the show. I've just got to watch myself. I've got to go to an interview soon. That's all.
So what I was referring to. Oh, another super chat.
The Watch Lounge, $5. Cheers, Pontiff. I know someone that has 7 Pateks and 4 Rolly. New Guru. Hey, they win. This is not a pissing competition, but yeah, it's very hard to be at the front. Nah, look, it's just how it goes, man. I try my best. I'm only lower middle class. I'm very lower middle class. See, we were ethnics. We were Europeans. They didn't like us. The colonials, they liked Anglo-Saxons. We weren't really liked when my parents came here. We weren't loved, okay?
You see, I heard Tim Mosso say something on the Watchbox that he doesn't have to own all the watches to appreciate them. He's owned that many.
That is exactly right. You don't have to own. Why do you have to own every damn... Why do you need a GMT, a diver? Why do you need all this stuff? Can I ask you that?
But what he's saying is because he's owned them for a time. So like your Explorer 2 is part of you. You don't own the watch anymore, but it's part of you. You've had it. You've enjoyed it. It's become part of your watch history.
It's a bit like cars. Like I had that vintage Mercedes. I didn't... I only had it for a short time, but it's part of my DNA. I can't, I'll always remember that. Eric Meds, $5. The new Lange 1 time zone is sweet. What do you guys think? Look, any Lange 1 is very sweet. I honestly think it's a gorgeous watch. I would definitely, any Lange, I don't know if I'd buy a Lange new. They are so depreciation. You got to buy that second hand. It's a beautiful watch bar. And Yen XX, €5. If we can buy you Mercedes parts, I'll buy you a plastic water pump. Thank you. I need a few of those. I got to tell you, you don't have to own everything. Like, just
No,
because
I
you
mean,
like the Mona Lisa, do you need to own it? Or a Renoir? Do you need to own all this
exactly.
sort of stuff? Who
Super chat.
says, Super Chat, Richard Seuss. And by the way, guys, we're coming from Seuss Studio. Archie, you are only lower middle class if you are a swinging voter. Well, yeah, I'm swinging voter, man. I hate both sides. It's who I loathe the most. I've been in both sides of politics to try and meet ladies, of course, when I was at university, and I had more fun at the Conservatives than the tree huggers. The tree huggers weren't really. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. Apologies there. But you know what I mean. Some of the tree hugging people, ladies, can be a little bit.
How are you going on?
Put it?
How are you finding getting a lady doctor? Are you any closer?
No, not so. There's not many around. You know that.
What you need is a good rectal exam. You'll find one then.
Okay.
The last rectal exam I had was with a guy with the biggest finger in the world.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I. How old are you, by the way? I had someone I was talking to. They said they thought you were late 30s.
35.
Actually, they said you were younger.
Yeah, 35.
I thought you were 40.
No. Well,
Jeez,
36
35.
next.
You know what? 35 was a great age.
I love my 30s. My 30s have been the best time of my life.
The
Most
20s
people
I
enjoy
hated. I hated the 20s. They're you don't know how to ask women out. You don't have a career, or it's just a struggle. 30s
My
are good.
my 20s were hard because I was building my business up in my 20s. So it was just stress, hard work and stress. Whereas my 30s, I can actually enjoy my 30s, but my 20s were just stress.
My 30s were a bit of a disaster. I had to reboot after a divorce, but I'm starting to settle down now, and I would. I'm actually, to be honest with you, I never say never. You got to try your best in life. This ain't no dress rehearsal. You got to try your best.
I'll tell you something I've noticed about the about the chats. In the short time I've been doing super chats with you, because I've been doing super chats with you now, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I love you, by the way. We really
Well,
like you here.
well, if you look on if you look on the chat on the forums, people tend to like talking about the affordable watches. Because I've noticed that a lot of people, when Amiga gets brought up, there's a lot of people in the chat like to talk about Amiga, tag, and that sort of stuff. Because it's only an observation. It's not a criticism. It's an observation.
No.
A lot of the top end stuff gets discussed.
I got to tell you, I really do want to get an Amiga Speed. I honestly am craving for it, even though I got Padex. You might say that's ridiculous.
No.
Listen, you know what I miss? You know what I miss with the Amiga? That the way you wind it. I just love the feel of winding it. I also love the way the house light is slightly curved. You know how it comes into the bezel there.
Yeah.
And I got to say that Amiga. I love Amiga. I think Amiga is I got to be honest with you. I'm sick of Rolex. Okay. I really am bored. They're just too. I don't know what it is with Rolex. It just pisses me off a little bit. You know what I mean?
I think because Amiga is so obtainable, it has so much legs, and I think Amiga has gained a lot more legs.
Amiga's
in
quite
the last
expensive,
decade.
but they're quite expensive. You go to a boutique, you look at those Planet Oceans, the two-tones, they're big money. They depreciate. Yeah. They hit like a stone. I'm a little bit disappointed. I would be very reluctant to recommend someone to buy a new Amiga if they didn't know what they were doing. And a lot of people are foolish. They want to buy a Speedy, but then they don't want the fact it's manual wind. They say, oh, I really want an automatic. But you don't understand. You don't buy the automatic version.
No. Well, I've made the decision that when the Ed White's launched, I'm pulling the trigger on it. I love the Ed White. I think it looks an absolutely awesome watch. It's just stupid amounts of money, but I can't see that watch being in huge supply. I think Amiga. I think Amiga will do what Rolex do and keep that one held back a little bit. I did get hands on actually yesterday with the No Time to Die Bond Seamaster.
Yeah.
Not a fan. It was the note of
No?
it. They've put the broad arrow on it. They've put the numbering system on the back. It's just not. There's too much. But that's what spoils Amiga is the limited editions. And when they do a Bond watch, they put 007 on it and all that rubbish. It just spoils it. It just spoils it, unfortunately. But I am going into my AD tomorrow because I've got the opportunity to do a video of the new Tudor release. Super chat.
Super chat. We need a super chat there. Yen XX €2. Sue Studio. By the way, how are the kids, Arch? Look, they're a work in progress. Hard. I'm actually going to be taking a few days off. I've got a little job I'm working on. So I kind of, they've kind of. I've been disappointed, okay? I'm disappointed that at their age they don't have a job. I'm disappointed they don't have the work ethic that I had when I was started working at 15. So that makes it really hard. I'm disappointed. Because they got great potential. They just don't want to do anything. I mean, welfare is poison. It's not, you don't want to live on welfare. You know this showcase, don't you?
Yeah.
Welfare is like a poison, rat sack.
I think if it's for the people that deserve it and the people that genuinely need it, then fair enough. But I think if people,
people write it and they don't realize how addictive and dangerous it is.
Yeah, if people turn it into a way of life, then it's wrong. Especially when they're taking it away. I mean, like over here in the UK, they've clamped down on it a lot, but it was because it was been abused by people, and people that genuinely need it now struggle to get it. And over here in the UK, you can have somebody on welfare that are earning more money than the people that are actually working.
I understand exactly that is so wrong but it's one of these things. What can you do?
Yeah, just craziness. So, do you think, apart from the Moonwatch, are you going to be adding any more steel to the? You see, the other night we talked, and I said to you, if you love your 5 Paddocks, then keep them, love them, treasure them. But you must be tempted with 5 Paddocks to let one go and add a few steel pieces into the collection, aren't you?
I'm tempted to get rid of these carpet beetles more. And you know what? I've just moved some furniture, and I found out these. I got to replace carpets. I got to put new wardrobes. I want to do a number of things. I got to be honest with you. Of course, I'm tempted.
I don't know, but I think it's always been the thing with me with Rolex when I've owned Rolexes, and I remember when I had my last Batman. Once it got over like £10,000 in value, it started to give me, I started thinking, well, I could own 3 nice watches. I could own 3 nice Amigas for the price of 1 Rolex. But then I got out of that way of thinking. Then I got out of that way of thinking, and just accepted that they are what they are.
I tend to think Rolex is just so unaffordable now. It's kind of.
It's tough. Yeah, it is. It's tough.
Like I'm doing a lot of. Here we go, Van Darkholm. Here we go. Which showcase poster do you like the best? I got to tell you, I reckon that Batman. The Batman looks really cool there. The color. I like the Speedy one. Speedy's cool. It's amazing. Showcase. We've got less than a minute to go. I'm going to wrap this baby up. I want to thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I love you. And I don't know if I might have a couple days off. I'm going to take a couple days off. I'm coming back for Friday night. I'm just a bit burnt out, Showcase.
Yeah, well, I think we need to talk about this UK gig sometime.
Look, as soon as COVID's open, I'm over there, okay? I've been wanting to go to the UK for ages. Just once COVID goes, let's set it up. I love England. I want to go to England. I do.
Well, it's the same AD that I'm at tomorrow, doing the looking at this new Tudor.
That's amazing, man. You are lucky, one lucky chap. Please send my regards.
Yeah, I will.
And if I can do anything, sign you some autographs for them, anything to help you, man, you just let me know. I'll do anything for you because I love you.
Yeah, definitely. Well, listen, I'm going to scoot. It's been 30
man.
minutes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
take
you
care.
so much.
And
I like to keep it 30 minutes. I think it works better if it doesn't drag on these weekly shows, you know. Sometimes you want it to run a bit longer, but I think it's good to nip it. Thank you so much. We'll see you. I'll be back here on Friday night. Thank you so much.
Catch you all later. Take care.
See you later, guys. There we go.